Hello, goddesses, and welcome to Noonday Message on January 20th, 2026. It's so good to be with you today. I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday and that you got a chance to reflect, restore, and to really think about what the holiday means. It's funny when we first got the Martin Luther King Day um, holiday. I had said I kind of jokingly to my sister, "Oh, just wait a few years; they'll be having white sales on Martin Luther King Day." Like, I'm not exactly sure if I was wrong about that, but anyway, welcome. My name is Disa. I'm your goddess whisperer, whispering to the goddess inside of you to help you create the life, the love, the work that you truly dream about, desire, and deserve. So here we go for today, and we have kind of a dual topic in the sense that what I really want to talk to you is about empty space. We talk all the time about clearing away things that no longer suit us or getting rid of people, places, ideas that no longer suit us. And then what happens? We're kind of left with a little empty space that can really feel uncomfortable sometimes. So, like, for example, you release a friend who no longer suits where you want to go with your life at this time. And it can feel a little empty right there. It can feel as if you are, unfilled, if that makes sense. And that's something we try to do all the time is to fill ourselves up with people, places, and things that are good for us. But sometimes we need to stop rushing, to relax, to allow for that space to exist. We want to be able to grieve the loss of whatever we are giving up, even if it's for our own good. A lot of times people will leave an abusive relationship and then feel as if they can't grieve the parts that were good enough in the relationship for you to stay. Okay. That doesn't mean that we want that person back. It just means that there were some parts of that relationship that we maybe need to carry into the next one, looking for that thing that was good enough for us to want to be there in the first place and find it in someone who will honor us, cherish us, and be good to us. Whether that's friend, family, adopted, people into your lives, whoever it may be. So let's pause for a moment and just breathe in. And let's breathe in for four. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just hold it. 2, 3, 4. Release it. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. And in that space where we hold for 4 after we have exhaled, we have created an open space once we exhale. We don't always have to rush to fill it back up, right? This is kind of breathing that we do very often, is that corner breathing or 4-4 breathing. And that shows us that we can still sit with openness and not feel required to fill it up immediately. Okay. And that silence, that stillness is a place from which we can find alignment and truth. We can trust ourselves to be in this in between place, even if it feels uncomfortable, even if it feels like you just want to do something, move in some way that will make it more comfortable. But sometimes we need to sit and take that pause, feel into our womb cauldron, and just sit with it, sit in our own power, and figure out what our next steps are, or just to appreciate the stillness, because we don't get that a lot in life. We're still a society that's just going, 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 going. Even if you've left hustle culture behind, okay, we still feel that pull to always have every space filled with something. So once you find yourself letting go, just remember you are no longer who you were. So, of course, you're not going to be feeling satisfied about where your life is in the same way. You may have left the old you behind, but you have not yet really discovered who you are becoming. And this liminal place, this place between two visions and versions of yourself, is sacred, even if it feels disoriented. It's where wisdom integrates with the identity that you are reorganizing into. So here we practice trust, not in outcomes, but in ourselves. We're capable of navigating this transition. And remember, you are allowed to take your time, to make decisions at your own pace, to move forward at your own pace, to welcome in new things at your own pace without expectation and without bowing to someone else's expectation of when you do things in your lifetime. So here's my closing blessing for you today. May you feel supported in the unknown. May you trust yourself without feeling the need to rush ahead. And may this in between season strengthen your inner foundation. So, once again, I'm Disep Watt. I'm your goddess whisperer. Thank you for joining me today. And as we continue this week's work, we will be discussing ways to welcome in this new you whenever you are ready to welcome her in. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.